This is the last one. Want to try and say it together, maybe?
Sure. Yeah, we can try.
All right.
Welcome Baccano to Baccano. It's pretty decent for a first attempt.
Yeah. Unrehearsed. This is the end. It has been a journey of sorts with this weird little humpeth after it.
This what?
Little hump. You know, like a story arc?
Oh.
And then you have a little hump.
Just call me Camel. Because I've got a hump. Not that kind of hump, though.
Oh, that was okay. Yeah. So in some of the last couple episodes, I said I'm not a big fan of this arc myself. And I think it just actually crossed my mind before we started what I think what some of it ties into is it's a large amount of people talking. And so we're seeing a lot of still frames of just a person talking. And the music just seems a bit an odd music choice behind the still frame of people talking. And I think that's what it is that kind of gels together in a way that is just very, for me personally, a bit weird and uncomfortable watching. That's the best way I can think of to describe it, I think.
The other thing is, we've just watched 13 episodes of cut action, and now you have dramatically different.
Yeah, definitely a huge tone
dramatically
change.
Different.
A huge tone change for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so that's a huge part of it.
Yeah. So that's that. But here we are, all the same. Episode 16. Baccano Special 3. Whatever other title it has. Carol realizes the story can't have an ending or something like that.
Has no ending.
Something.
Can't has no ending.
Has no can't. Sounds like a name.
They don't have a cat?
Has no can't.
Anyway.
I have no clue how you would spell that. But anyway.
Let's dive right in.
Episode 16 for the last time.
Finale. Whoop. Mongile. The Age of Swords.
Here we go.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, comment, subscribe below. Take a look at our Patreon if you want to buy some coffee or help support the purchase of animes. Let us know what you think about this format and the previous format where we gave a highlight reel, or this one where you watch with us. Let us know what you think of the difference of the two of them, which one you like better. If you got another format that you like, let us know.
Playing the air drums, if it wasn't obvious. Oh, I can't do that part. That's a bit crazy. Didn't even realize that was going on right there.
That would be this whole... That would be you flicking your pen around.
I just did that.
Yeah, it's not mine.
Yeah, this is this one.
So...
That's funny.
It's Eve. I'm sure you'll be happy. Done! Finished! You mean you know my boss?
There are definitely spots on there, but it's it's multicolored, so it's not a big deal. So, just so everyone knows, Kristopher just flicked his pen. Show him your hand.
Yeah, I got pen ink went everywhere. All right.
Literally everywhere.
Not doing that again. Don't smear it into the table.
It's fine. It comes out.
We'll clean it out after the episode's done.
We will clean it out. Carol realizes that the story cannot have an ending.
It's beginning to seem as though that dreadful incident aboard the Flying Pussyfoot never...
Hilarious.
It never happened.
Passengers are being conspicuously mum about the whole thing.
It's been covered up.
A lot of cash has traded hands. And apparently these funds trace back to Nebula and Senator Barium.
In essence, you're telling me that to some degree they helped facilitate this incident?
Possibly. Now let's keep in mind, And this part is unconfirmed, but there's word that Senator Barium met with Huey LaFerre.
Really?
Senator Barium seems to have something of a rivalry going on with Mr. LaFerre. Perhaps this incident was the result of some kind of game or experiment.
An experiment which left a lot of corpses. What do you think was their objective?
Beats me. I'm surprised you two can't answer that for me.
There's no need for the difficult attitude, Nicholas. Since you are sharing this secret with us, you also share the danger involved. The whole Vino affair should have taught you well enough. Let us dedicate ourselves to carrying out our duties as information brokers. Just gather the information. Remove what
Just leave it.
mistake you may have.
Just watch it.
And focus on the task at hand.
Ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
Now, continue briefing me on the peripheral information concerning the Flying Pussyfoot.
Of course. Well, Lad Russo of the Russo family is continuing to cooperate well enough with the investigation, but he still insists that all of the killing he did was done in self-defense.
Tell me, pal.
That actually might be true.
The name of Huey LaFerre?
It's not true.
Who
He
did he
literally instigated most of them.
Know what prison they're gonna
Who has he killed though? He killed the guy in the dining car.
think it's been
Yeah, he also killed Chaz.
but if I had to guess,
Granted, Chaz comes back to life.
Right.
But
You don't say.
and on the roof,
Who did he know? He didn't kill anybody on the roof though.
no, but he tried to.
Yeah.
That's still
Yeah,
That's
that's
still
different. But
assault.
he's saying the people, they were talking specifically about the people he killed. Technically, I don't think he lied.
Cook aboard the Flying Pussyfoot. Since then, they've been
Just
hiring
leave it.
employees. Currently, they're holding up in a swanky penthouse on Millionaire Row.
Harley Quinn. See?
Now, Jacuzzi himself, he was recovering from multiple injuries he sustained on the train when he was re-injured in a fight with Graham Spector. He's currently back in recovery.
Any word about Eve Genoard?
I think it'd be best to let Sugar Cube report on that.
Crouton Man.
Crouton Man. And here we are back at the dock.
Some way we could arrange for her to see her brother.
since when did you become interested in helping others?
I don't see how it would be of any real consequence.
Every information leak has its own consequence. If the sister is willing to spend the rest of her life closed up with her brother in a research facility, that's another matter.
I see. Good work, Sugar Cube.
Want one? No, thanks.
Tell us nothing. Cut back to him. Good job.
Want one?
Don't mind if I do.
Help yourself.
That's how you get back there.
Sugar Cube, I'd like for you to continue keeping an eye on the movements of Miss Genoard. So, how was Rachel?
He saw his face.
Well,
Scene.
She went to see that little boy who was aboard the Flying Pussyfoot.
I see.
Oh, there is one more thing.
Rachel, over here!
Ridiculous.
I'm so glad you came.
No need to thank me. I don't know how I could express my gratitude for what you've done. Nothing I could offer you would be enough.
Senator's daughter has a big head.
I don't want you to worry about it. This is my husband, Manfred.
You don't see names like that anymore.
On ahead, darling.
Okay. Well, goodbye. Take care of yourself. Mary?
It was nice seeing you again.
Yeah, goodbye.
A token of my gratitude.
$2.
Hey, wait a second!
What you upset about, girl?
Hush money.
It sounds like Rachel has had an unpleasant time as of late.
Well, at least you can get by without hopping free rides for a while.
I told you before, Nicholas. Rachel has her own personal reasons for this.
Oh?
You do recall that Rachel's father was a railroad engineer.
Yeah?
When she was a child, her father was involved in a train accident. Although the accident was caused by equipment failure, the railroad company passed the responsibility entirely upon her father's shoulders, watching him hold fast to his love for railroads even through his despair. Rachel must have inherited some of his bitterness, as well as his love for the rails.
So then, you're saying that in the end, she saved the passengers on the train out of some kind of love?
That is correct.
This is getting a little too much for my head.
So please,
Nicholas cannot understand love and compassion.
for free.
Similar to a variety of other characters in the show,
Sure, I'll try.
like Lassie.
Give me as many tickets as this will buy.
To where?
But where to?
I don't care where. This is for everything up to now.
Okay, but why?
Please don't ask.
But, ma'am, I need to.
It would take too long.
Now, concerning what happened to the all-important Vino,
I don't know anything, I swear.
Nicholas, calm down.
I can't take any more vino, please!
Who are you?
You serious? That's a little rude, don't you think? I mean, sure, my clothes are clean, and I'm not covered in blood. But I think it would actually be pretty difficult to forget the voice of the person who tried to kill you. Kid, you should really learn to calm down. Look, the train arrived safely, right? So I'll let you off the hook and stop killing you over and over. And you, I know you're a freeloader, but the way I hear it, you went and bought yourself a ticket afterward. I gotta say, that was big of you, but then again, it is what you're ordinarily supposed to do. Your ticket, please? I told him he should learn to calm down.
You're that conductor.
Wait now, I'm not a conductor anymore. That includes everything that goes with it. So you want to go get a bite to eat? To be honest, there's something that I need to discuss with a woman. I need a little advice on how I can convince this girl to marry me. Well, am I eating alone?
Oh yeah, that happened.
Yep.
It's kind of funny that you're the one most excited about it.
Oh, there they go.
Don't give me such a hard time, Miza. Just a little more. Go, go, go!
I don't know if we're gonna have a V for Vendetta thing where they go poop.
Be proud, Zero, for today you're a dominist.
A maximum grade dominist!
Major dominist.
Mega dominist!
Well, if you say so. Yahoo!
So here it is. There's this girl I like, and I want to know what you think is the best way for me to declare my love for her. Oh, and it isn't you, so don't worry about that. Well, how am I supposed to know if you don't say anything?
Why don't you start off by telling me your name first?
Oh, me? Well, up until not
Thought he
too
did
long ago,
earlier.
I was known all around by the name Claire Stanfield. I've been thinking a lot lately about ditching that name, but I don't have the right replacement picked out yet. If I had to say, I guess I'm the rail tracer. What about you?
My name is Rachel.
Rachel! Tell me, Rachel, how do I tell this girl that I love her?
I don't think I'm exactly what you'd call a normal girl, so I don't know if I can offer you any good advice.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. This girl.
I'm not worried about that.
You are, Rachel, if you can fathom that.
Yeah, well, first, you really need to do something about how incredibly insensitive you are.
What?
So, is this girl you like an acquaintance of yours?
Kinda. I met her for the first time aboard the train the other day. It was sorta hectic at the time, so we had to split up. But I found the note she left for me.
I don't know. I don't have any advice, but it seems hopeful enough.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I can't figure out if she wants to meet up so she can kill me, or if it's because she actually likes me. It's driving me a little crazy. For the sake of argument, let's say
Feel you, bro.
she's trying to kill me. I don't necessarily think that necessarily means that she isn't in love with me.
I was hoping for a third necessarily in that
Good.
sentence.
You don't necessarily think?
Look, maybe she loves me so much she wants to kill me, or maybe it's the one where she really does love me but has to kill me for the sake of something even more important, you know?
Penny.
Love that he's eating pasta in red sauce.
I've fallen in love with plenty of girls before, proposed to them, been turned down, and gone out looking for the next girl right away without as much as a thought to the past. But the note she left, the way she was fighting to the death with that white suit, her expressionless face never saying a word.
So you didn't have love before.
Every time I remember it. I think that could be it. The moment when I first told her that I would help her. As I look back on it, I don't think it was sympathy, but more like some sort of fateful love at first sight.
You know something? This is the first time I've seen you as human.
You didn't think I was human before now? To be perfectly frank, I'm confused myself sometimes. I'm certain that I'll be successful. Maybe it'll take some time, but I'm sure it'll work out. If she
There you
says
go.
she doesn't even think about me in the slightest, I'll make her fall madly in love with me, even if it takes years to do it.
And I'll make her use her words.
Meet this girl yet?
Yeah. In fact, I know exactly where she is.
Elion and Eve. And Nicholas.
You're Nicholas, the information broker, aren't you?
Oh, that's why he was freaking out about him earlier.
I'm the former Claire Stanfield, or to some Vino, I was a transcontinental railroad conductor for a while. You can call me whatever you like, but that's who I used to be.
There it is. Fear.
Took advantage of a delicate young lady and placed her in a very dangerous situation. You're a bad fella.
No, stop. I promise you're mistaken.
We should talk, and I need to administer your punishment.
Did he take advantage of Claire, you think? Or Rachel?
Who?
Nicholas.
If you want me to spare you,
Well, I think they were talking about the ordeal with Eve.
where is the woman named Chane from the Flying Pussyfoot?
Kyle, talk. I'll tell you where she is.
Oh.
Sounds like it's pretty certain.
Well,
All I gotta do now is figure out if she feels the same way.
Well, what if you sent her a present with the letter attached?
Oh, I gotcha. A gift.
Oh, that son of a bitch. You kids get the boss. I'm gonna go run upstairs and tell Jacuzzi what just happened.
Well now, I send her the dress, and she wears it. I'm actually pretty surprised that she put it on this quickly. It makes me really happy, but kind of nervous, too. Who do you suppose that mechanic guy dressed in blue was that came out of the car? Should I go after him?
perfect.
Leave Chane alone, and I'm sure she'd take care of that guy and everything. Oh, what to do? You think I should go after him anyway? You're right.
This is my favorite scene in the whole show. That scene.
The kid and the sucker.
Yeah.
Just passing the wrench back and forth.
I don't care what your little brain thinks. It's impossible for you to beat me.
That's right, he's God. We forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped fighting a guy like that.
Mm-hmm.
Say, me spin you a very sad yarn. As loathsome as a foe as I have here before me, I will not be able to engage him any further. It would just not be right. For you see, this man is gonna be killed by Boss Lad himself in due time.
What else can I do but acknowledge your little warning?
It's not a warning. It's a death sentence. Let's go.
Well, that
Your style, kid. Feel free to use this warehouse whenever you like. It belongs to me.
Belongs to me.
I'll see you folks later. Maybe sometime when that confounded redhead isn't around.
So, is he a good
why would
guy or
I
a bad guy?
come back and use your warehouse
Either way,
when you
it
just...
doesn't matter. All that matters is that our friends.
I mean, Nisa blew a hole in the wall.
I don't know who that guy is over there.
I don't know for sure, but maybe we'd better let them be. Besides, Chane seems to be just a little bit happier, don't you think? That's gotta be a good thing.
She didn't say that.
Looks a little bit happier.
This is a joke.
Mr. Devil.
You're just going to pass by without even saying hello?
Oh, Elmer.
Hey, Sylvie. It's been a while.
I'm surprised you recognized me.
Of course I did. All I had to do was picture the Sylvie in my memory and grow her up a bit. And this is exactly how she looked. So when did you drink?
I thought that if I was going to stop time, I might as well wait until I had refined myself a little. It was several years later.
So this would be the 20-something version then. It's quite lovely.
Sealert has finally been devoured.
You knew about that.
The boy who did it reminded me a little of Gretel.
Now, Sylvie.
That could be a fun storyline to follow.
Ideas. Just smile. Come on, give me a smile, Sylvie.
Elmer, I'm fine. Stop it. It is true.
Relevant.
When I came here,
Tell women to smile.
I wanted to be
They like that.
Gretel.
Follow this guy's advice.
I saw that boy smiling. All those feelings disappeared. I thought that Gretel, that maybe he was happy inside there.
That's nice.
I have to go, Helmer.
I haven't seen you for 200 years. Wasn't this meeting a bit brief?
These days, I make my living singing.
Oh, hey, that's amazing.
If you like, just hang around the speakeasies. You'll catch me. I'm certain we'll meet again, Elmer.
Sylvie, I'll see ya.
What a look.
Hey, long time no see. Even in that getup, I knew it was you. Nobody gives off quite the same kind of vibe that you do. I wanted to tell you thanks for keeping the promise you made to me back then. Like an Arabian genie?
Yes, but you only get one wish, not 3.
All right, Devil. I've decided. Would you look after Miser for me? His brother has died. It must be an incredible shock to him. Stay by his side, not as a devil, but as a person, and help him with things for me. Stay till the time comes when he can raise his voice and laugh heartily. I'm sure that will make you smile too.
So you want to see me smile?
Of course I do.
Smacks him on the back while smoking a cigarette.
Strength.
You astound me. Very well.
I will also give you a second one where I keep you alive.
Happier than to see you smile and leave this place. But I still have a whole lot of people that I have to make smile yet. I've lived for over 200 years now, and there's probably no meaning to life.
Regrets everything right now.
Smile and enjoy themselves while they're here. To be free from the sorrow and hatred that consumes them, yeah?
Punch him in the face. Come on.
See you, Devil. You keep looking after Miser.
It's not that I was keeping any promise to you. I was just deeply curious as to what would happen. Oh well.
such an arbitrary fellow.
Carol and Saint Germain.
Do you have a question, Carol?
I was curious about what would ultimately count as the beginning and ending of this story.
That's a foolish question, Carol. May I hazard a guess and assume you are still trying to ascertain who is the main character in this story?
Yes?
You must liberate your mind from such dogmatic ideals. Rid yourself of this
Shut it.
illusion that stories have clear beginnings and endings. Stories never begin, nor do they end. They are comprised of people living
And
endless
moments.
cycle of interacting, influencing each other, and parting ways. As long as stories are told, they should not have clear endings, Carol.
This might be too hard for me to get my head around, Mr. Vice President.
Oh? My sincere apologies. But there are some things that can only be told in a certain fashion.
Mr. Vice President, I still don't understand why stories can't have an...
Literally just contradicted what he said a minute ago.
You think, Carol?
Some things can only be told in a certain fashion.
The ability for the story to go on is appealing?
3 points.
Oh,
That isn't enough points, is it?
count like a new American.
Provide countless answers to that question, but for your sake, I suppose I should offer you an answer that is relatively simple to comprehend.
I'd appreciate it.
Because they are enjoyable.
Because they're enjoyable?
That's right, because they are enjoyable.
But sir, won't some people be unhappy with stories that don't have endings?
That's one aspect that makes
So
them
meta.
enjoyable, Carol.
Shut your trap. Here's a picture of a rat. Show over. Show over.
Now, Carol,
Show over.
please don't look away.
But Mr. Vice President...
Do you not recognize that little white mouse?
That's
How do you think our friend has spent his time up to now, running around this earth?
And the show starts over.
Experiences do you think
Follow the
he has
mouse.
from here on? Visualize, Carol.
episode 17.
Imagine.
What if he gets ingested by like a crocodile?
It's a lot more fun to imagine the rest.
And then
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Right there. It's more fun to imagine the rest.
You're welcome.
Ugh,
Maybe we should give
there's
them
a
some
poor
space.
crocodile.
It's all right.
Let's just stand and watch.
Friends. But you think you could fall in love with me?
That was a good ending spot. Come on.
You gotta have your teaser.
Yeah, that's true.
So people will go buy the novels.
Brother!
He is not in the barrel.
That sign said Vegeta.
There was I'll take your word for it. I didn't see one.
Just curious as to why. Maybe it's a Dragon Ball Z reference. Maybe it's not. Is it the dragon eating its own tail?
Oh, not quite.
An almost infinity sign? Health is wealth. Nathan's Hot Dogs. Okay, so the sign there on the side says Nathan's. That's a famous hot dog stand in New York.
Really?
Yeah. It's still
Interesting.
around. It was from Coney Island. You can still go down and get Nathan's Hot Dogs. They've just fat,
Hold on.
all
Let me
beef
write-
hot dogs.
Let me write this down. Nathan's.
Hold it! Merry Christmas!
Too early! It's a whole month too early!
I wish we would have finished the show a week ago. Oh my gosh. And that's how the crazy car accident of
Like even the police
1933
stopped chasing him.
Getting good
Oh,
Don't you think,
this
dear?
was, they robbed the Genowards.
Everyone, and I'm sure that Mr. Genoward up in heaven is thrilled too.
Fighting over the inheritance, and I'll bet even her prodigal brother are happily reuniting right now, even as we speak.
Everyone is happy.
Now
Oh.
then, where should we run away to, Miria?
Find Elmer
How
and
about we go dig for gold in California?
The gold rush.
Let's wipe a great big chunk of it right out of the earth.
is there a trailer for another
Nope,
episode?
don't.
Even though they
Nope.
okay.
Okay. So that's
So first thing I want to draw attention to is that this table is a mess because Kristopher
we saw it already. We know.
everywhere.
Now, I'm gonna have to wash this shirt to get this one with a spot.
You didn't get
wash
any on this,
thing.
did you?
Oh,
You did. so.
okay.
The biggest spot that I have is right there, but it blends in enough that it's not a big deal. There's another one right there.
I'll grab some Windex and take care of this. Well, I guess we'll see what it looks like in the next series.
Guys, this is ridiculous.
This is all right. All right.
I want it to be known that at this moment, I am not the most ridiculous.
But I am.
You look like Vino,
Did I cover myself in blood?
basically. The blood of fountain pens.
Nathan's hot dogs.
Yeah, Nathan's hot dogs. They're really good. The fries are good too. Just leave it. Just finish the show and clean it up.
So yeah, this has been Baccano. It's been an interesting something.
We won't come Baccano for Baccano because
it's done.
Gonna try and
Well, if anyone knows any interesting how the story continues in regards to the novels and you've read them and want to share, I'd definitely be interested in reading them in a more coherent manner than trying to dig it out of a wiki. But
feed me the spoilers.
yeah. All I know, one thing I do know in my digging was I know who got Dallas. I know where Dallas is though.
Spoiler alert, if you wanted to read them yourself. 3, 2, 1.
So, you remember Mr. Chick, who was the torturer for the Gandors?
Yeah.
He apparently has an estranged brother.
Of course he does. I mean, yeah. Doesn't everybody?
His estranged brother is in cahoots with the blonde girl we saw in episode 1 with the spear. The blonde girl in episode 1 with the spear is named Adele. She is one of the homunculi that Huey and his wife made, I think.
Okay.
Dallas is with them. That's
as a partner or like a captive?
As one of those
indentured servants.
Yes. In a kind of we rescued you, so you're gonna help us kind of thing.
Adele. Did she set fire to the rain?
That'd be interesting. I don't know why she cut Isaac's ear.
Get it.
I got it.
It
was really obvious.
No, he didn't get it.
I don't know why she cuts Isaac's ear though.
Okay.
But
interesting.
Probably as some type of like, look, you idiots, you're immortal. But
right.
That's what I know of that, is that Dallas does not get taken away to be experimented on at Nebula. I know that Adele is in some way kind of like wanting to take down Nebula.
Don't know a ton about Rachel and her story.
Just that, yeah, she works for the newspaper.
Buy these railroad tickets and throw them away. Okay, we got a little bit of origin story, but
I was just feeling, one, not wanting the senator's hush money. 2, kind of making up for her
all of her free
stealing,
rides.
Making up for all of her free rides. She works for a newspaper. That's about it.
Whatever.
I guess that's all I got out of it.
I thought this show was fantastic. No way to do predictions. Absolutely crazy. Big fan of it though. We're gonna tap into Code Geass shortly.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. What shows?
Yeah. what else would you like us to look at? So if you have suggestions or ideas, not super long ones, obviously, just
Preferably.
yeah, a season.
I have these are some things that I've been thinking about to like do a role reversal where I've seen the show and Kristopher hasn't. Is Rurouni Kenshin, but that's like 3 seasons, so it's like 90 episodes.
Yeah,
30 episodes a season.
We'd have to break
cut
that
it up
apart a bit.
So that's an option. I thought about Claymore. Claymore was fun. I haven't seen it in a while, but Claymore was cool. We've talked about doing just like a Netflix original where we would go to my house and watch it so that we can stream it and kind of record ourselves doing it there.
Yeah.
We talked about Gurren Lagann, but you've also seen that one.
I've seen it.
For now, we're gonna stick to stuff that we haven't. One of us hasn't watched.
Yeah.
But we've talked about Netflix originals from anime. The anime category.
There's also a few others that are obviously there's some really popular ones that would be interesting as well.
We've talked about doing a movie.
Yeah.
Like Ghost in the Shell, because I don't remember ever watching it. I remember acquiring it as a youth and then never watching it.
There's the 95 film. I've not actually seen the sequel to that. No, I've not seen the live action one either. But there's the 95 film, there's Innocence, but there's also the TV show, which I think would be...
Oh, there's a TV show?
Yeah, standalone complex. Oh, yeah. That's definitely a possibility, just cyberpunk.
I also started watching Elven Lied years ago, like probably 2004, maybe 3 to 5 episodes, like not even
that'd be
a lot of them.
I wouldn't.
It's long though, if I remember.
Elfen Lied? Oh,
Yeah.
it's super short. It's like 11 or 13.
Oh, really?
It's pretty short.
Okay, so I watched it so long ago, I don't remember it. But like, I remember thinking the concept was interesting. Anyway, what do you guys want to see? I know some of you have said Death Note. Gonna be honest with you right now, I watched like 2/3 of it.
Yeah, you've seen a
Loved it. Don't remember how it plays out fully. Remember enough that it wouldn't be a brand new show, right? So
some other ones though that I know that are popular are, I mean, there's a Puella Magi Madoka Magica.
You've mentioned that to me
It's
before.
a pretty short series, a much longer one, but I think would be interesting for you to see at least, because I think it's a really great story. Is Full Metal Alchemist, probably Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, just probably that iteration of the story.
What was that one show with the guilds floating in the sky?
Oh, Last Exile.
That one. You've told me about that one before too. We watched one episode of that, and I thought it was like a really great starting premise.
Yeah.
But we literally only watched one episode of it, so that's an option too.
Yeah.
But what do you guys want to see? Like,
Yeah.
this is a journey together with you.
So
what do you think?
Give us
Someone's
some
gonna
suggestions.
say like Bleach or Dragon Ball Z.
We're not doing that.
700 million episodes.
Or Pokemon. Not doing that.
Honestly, here's the thing though. If it was a major series and they wanted us to watch an arc of it, I'd be down with that.
A single arc?
You know what I mean? Like, see what the standalone arc is. So like, say it's Pokemon, which I honestly think it'd be kind of fun to watch Pokemon again. I haven't watched it in years since I was a kid, but like season 1, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Ash Ketchum, he gets Pikachu, he goes and has to battle the different gyms. I think he only makes it through like 1 or 2 gyms in the first season, if I remember correctly.
And then Brock got written out of the show, and then they brought him back because they realized everyone liked him.
Yeah,
and they
Misty,
hated who he replaced with.
Yeah, so like that could be fun, like nostalgia. That could be a good like thing. So like, what do you guys want to see? We don't necessarily have any rules of what we won't watch at the moment. So like, make your suggestions. And
Not hentai.
Yes, that
That's a rule.
Okay, that's fair. It's just not worth the time. Yeah, great show. Love the show.
Stick around.
Recommend it.
Oh, stick around because we're gonna jump into the second season of Code Geass, Code Geass R2. Eventually, soon. It is next on the horizon. Is finishing that. So,
I think you should really clean this mess up.
yeah, this has been fun.
Stay tuned until we come Baccano.
With something that's not Baccano.
You're supposed to, because we did it at the beginning.